right, guys. All right, let's start. Comfortable position, however that is. It looks like somebody had a leg up the wall. If you want to start legs up the wall, you can. Yeah, feel free. If you want to start in puppy pose or kind of in your seated spot, you can do that. Whatever. You guys have been doing this long enough. You know what's comfortable and you know how you're feeling today. So I don't even know why I'm here, but just kidding. Oh, it's good to be back, guys. Let's just drop into this space together, our collective breakfast club time. Letting us not only connect to the breath, but to each other. I'm not going to cry, but to these years of the breaths together and Saturday mornings together and everything that's in between those Saturdays. All the in between. That's why we're here. That's why we practice. It's not for a puppy pose or a child's pose or even the breath, but it's for what that affords us and the tools and that inner harvesting of peace off of our mat. That's why we're here, to practice for all the time in between when we're not here together. Being honest with yourself on how you feel and where your state of mind is. Just letting yourself come as you are and feel your body however it feels today. Just maybe let the mind just kind of have its way for a moment or two before letting it know that it's not going to run the show, that you're here and that you're just practicing reining it in for those times in between when we're here together. Good, guys. Maybe letting the breath come in and letting out a sigh. As many sighs as you need, as many moments as you need to just kind of drop into your space, into yourself. And a few of you are seated. If it feels good to move the head around or the neck, you don't have to be completely still as you drop into your center, as you come into your space. Just allow yourself a little bit less stillness than a moment ago as we were logging in and chit-chatting away. Perhaps bringing awareness now to the beating of your heart in your chest. Just noticing where that heartbeat goes in the body. Following that heartbeat. Being with the breath. Count ourselves down from 5 and 4, 3 and 2 and 1. If you're not in a seated position, just go ahead and make your way there whenever you're ready. If you'd like to stay legs up the wall longer, you can. If you're in a seated position, maybe begin to just bring that chin to the ceiling and then towards a shoulder and across the chest and around, bringing the head into some circles. Or maybe semicircles across the front of the chest. And then maybe you just slowly bring that head still and bring yourself into a gentle twist to the left, a gentle twist to the right. Just kind of swaying side to side, but bringing opposite hand to opposite knee if you want, or maybe a couple seated cat cows. Just giving yourself some just intuitive motion, intuitive movement here on your own before we start to move together, settling into movement now. Awakening from the breath, awakening the eyes, a little bit of movement. Nice, you guys, really good job. And then maybe we'll come still for a breath or two, bringing hands in front of the heart in prayer. Or maybe just dropping them in front of the lap to receive. And just pausing. And now maybe bringing to mind, into your heart space, someone in your life that you care deeply about. Perhaps someone that could use a bit of extra love or compassion this morning. And perhaps you dedicate your practice to them today. The movement, the breath, the mindfulness, directed towards them, directing your energy and thoughts to them. And then perhaps just blinking the eyes open and bringing hands to prayer, and maybe just bowing either to your camera or to the person next to you or in front of you, and remembering namaste. I see the light in me sees and honors the light in you. And remembering that's why we're here. Good, guys. Let's bring those hands up towards the ceiling. Just begin to bring them floating through towards the ground, exhaling down and inhaling up as if you're moving through water. Exhaling down. Inhaling to bring those palms up. Let's exhale to bring those hands down. And when you get those hands down this time, just pause. Let's bring the chin towards the left shoulder and then sweep that right hand towards the left knee. And then bring the left hand behind you. Maybe press the right hand towards that knee and just bring yourself into a gentle twist towards the left. And then we'll inhale to bring the hands to the knees in front of us, right on right, left on left. Bring the arms up to the ceiling. Good, guys. Exhale, bring the hands down. The eyes can be open or closed. And when those hands get to the floor, just switch and bring the left hand to the right knee. Gentle twist towards the right. And then up towards the sky with the arms as you bring the chest to center. Let's switch to the other side, right hand on left knee. For one breath, and then bring the arms up, move the chest forward and twist over to the other side. Gentle twist towards the right. And now sweep the arms up and over to the front of you. Nice. Let's bring the hands to the floor in front of the body. Kind of walk the hands forward. Glue those sits bones down. Bring the chin to the chest. Oh, exhale. Nice, guys. Maybe you walk the hands over to the right. Maybe if you're in a seated position with the legs kind of crossed, maybe the elbows are framing the knees. If your legs are straight in front of you, just bring the hands to the side and think about a little side body stretch. And then exhale over to the other side, walking the hands through. Noticing the back body and the front of the body. And then let's exhale to bring the hands back to the middle. And then we'll exhale to roll onto the knees and walk the hands forward, coming right into that puppy pose, the heart melting to the ground. The sits bones up towards the ceiling. Yeah, the hips can be over the knees. Sometimes it feels nice to have the arms forward and the hips maybe over the knees more. Sometimes it might feel good to have more of an extended child's pose. So just kind of check into your breath, into your body, and really see what's right for you. Kind of giving yourself the space to be honest with yourself this morning. Let's inhale to lift the chest and the heart. And now bring those hips over the knees if they weren't there already. Let's bring the left hand to the middle of the mat and bring the right arm out like a T. So our hands are kind of at a different little angles with the right arm out, the left arm forward. And then press that right hand into the floor. You might notice that in the right part of the body of the back. You can rest the forehead on the floor, or you can keep the head off the ground. Let's inhale to lift the forehead off the ground or up a bit. Bring the right arm forward and then walk the hands towards the knees. We'll come into a high kneel, just lifting ourselves off the ground up towards the heavens with the fingertips. Good. Let's exhale to bring the hands down towards the side body. And then sweep the arms in front of the shoulders, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Keep the left arm in front of you and bring the right arm back, a little side opener and a little twist towards the right. And then bring that right hand forward, arms up towards the sky. And then exhale to bring the hands to the side and walk the hands forward, coming down into puppy, the heart melting towards the floor, hips over the knees maybe. Inhale. Exhale to drop that right hand into the floor and bring the left arm out to the side for that puppy pose variation with the left arm out to the side now, pressing the left hand into the floor. And just notice your breath, remaining connected with your breath. There we go, guys. Good. Inhale. Exhale to bring that left arm forward as we lift the chest up a bit, walk the hands towards the knees and sweep those arms up to the heavens, coming into our high kneel. Inhale. Exhale, the arms come in front of the shoulders, and then inhale to open that left arm out to the side and maybe follow that left hand behind you as you gently twist. Guys, keep the hips forward. Keep those hips square to the wall in front of you. Yep. So just kind of the torso is moving, thoracic spine. And then inhale to bring that left arm forward, sweep the arms up overhead. Then exhale to drop those hands down underneath the shoulders now. Maybe sway those hips side to side for a little bit of a tabletop with a little sway of the hips, just back and forth. Exhale. And then maybe slowly bringing those hips still and then beginning to move into a cat-cow at your own pace, dropping the belly and lifting the heart for your cat or for your cow. And then we'll round for cat, just slowly moving, tying movement with breath and then breath with movement, moving into their cat-cows. Kind of bringing that spine, with a little more awareness here. And now beginning to move together, let's come into a flat back, into our table. Let's bring awareness to the very base of that tailbone. And let's begin the movement at the base of the tailbone as we rotate those sits bones to the sky, dropping the belly, and then we'll lift the heart, bring the chest up. With awareness on that low back, that spine. Let's tuck the pelvis, rounding into the belly, rounding the back, the chin to the chest. Yep. And start the movement at the base of the spine, tilting the hips up to the ceiling. The belly drops, the chest lifts. And then tuck the pelvis, rounding the spine, pressing the floor away with the hands. The cat. And now inhale to neutral spine. And as we exhale, let's curl the toes under and find our downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Downward facing dog. Maybe those heels reach the floor, maybe they don't. If they don't, it's okay. Maybe that little sway side to side, back and forth with the hips. Good, guys. Let's inhale up to a plank pose, pressing the floor away. Be bringing those shoulder blades to separate, pressing the heels to reach for the back wall. The pelvis tucks, the kneecaps reach for the rib cage. Inhale. Then exhale back to downward facing dog. Let's inhale up to our plank. Yep, and exhale back to downward facing dog. Go ahead and move at your own pace. You can hang out in one shape longer than the other, but we'll inhale to plank whenever you come to plank. Your exhale takes you to downward facing dog. So just moving with breath and breathing with your movement. Just back and forth. Let's meet in a plank pose, inhaling to find your way there, and then we'll exhale to lower the knees, and let's walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale to step that right foot forward, and then we'll inhale to rise up with the arms reaching for the heavens, that high kneel, Good. Let's curl the toes, that left foot under. Let's inhale to rise up into our Asha Chandrasana. Shoulders roll up, back and down. Then let's bring the hands to the side and then lower that left knee to the floor and bring the arms up again. Inhale. Exhale, let's frame the foot. The toes, that left foot under. Inhale, step it back, our plank pose, Pahalakasana. Good, guys. Exhale back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Yep. Inhale up to plank pose. Let's ground the left ball of the foot on the floor and let's rotate onto the sides of the feet, rotating to the left to bring the right arm to sky for our side plank on the left. Breathing in and out, in and out. And then exhale, bring the right hand to the floor, back to plank, lower the knees to the ground. Let's find our high kneel, reaching the hands for the heavens. Inhale, reaching for the sky. We would bring hands in front of the heart space here. Let's ground that right knee, ground the top of that right foot. And with control, inhale to step that left foot forward into your low lunge. Let's tuck the pelvis, reach the arms to the sky, and then curl the toes, the right foot under, inhaling to rise up to crescent lunge from your low lunge today. Inhale. Exhale, bring those hands to the side body, and then sweep the hands to frame the left foot. Inhale, step the left foot back, Pahalakasana. Breathe in. And then exhale to roll over onto the right side, bring the left arm up to sky, Vashisthasana. Inhale and exhale, side plank on the right. Now exhale, bring the left hand down to the floor. There we go, guys. Be mindful of that. Anything you got going on with the thumb on the other side. Exhale back for downward facing dog. Breathing in. Exhale. Good, guys. I'll slowly tiptoe those toes to the front of the mat, finding your forward fold. And when you get to that forward fold, maybe just add a gentle sway and rock side to side. Uttanasana. Good, guys. And now from your forward fold, let's bend the knees slightly and we'll inhale to rise up to finally stand. Wiggling out the knees, exhaling to bring those hands in front of the heart, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, bring the hands up. Exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana. And now with a breath, we'll draw the breath in and remember that person to whom we're dedicating our practice, just bringing us back in, back to this moment. Bend the knees slightly, drop those sits bones, and let's reach up the hands for our Uttanasana, tucking the pelvis, finding our chair pose. Yep. Breathing in and out. Exhale, inhale. Now exhale, maybe bring those hands in front of the heart and bring those arms open like a T. Pause here. Keep those knees side by side. And then let's bring the left arm forward. That right arm goes back to twist in our chair, a little awkward chair. Inhale, exhale. Good, guys. With that right foot grounded, let's step the left foot back and just stepping back into a twisted crescent today. Inhale. Let's exhale, bring that left hand towards the floor onto a block. Bring the right arm to sky for revolved side angle pose. Nice, guys. Inhale. Exhale, sweep that right hand down towards the floor, closing the chest parallel to the floor. Inhale to bring that heart up to the sky, to the right. Exhale, bring the right hand to the floor. Inhale the right arm forward up to the heavens. Yep. Exhale, lower the right hand to the ground. Move that block forward, step the left foot forward, back to Uttanasana. Maybe we add that sway side to side again, left to right. Find some stillness, bring the arms out and up. Finding Tadasana. Then arms up, out again, folding forward, Uttanasana. And now we'll inhale to step it back, finding plank in between sides. Inhale to plank. Let's exhale back for downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank again. And then maybe bending the elbows, lowering down for Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to upward facing dog, giving ourselves some space in our upward facing dog, pausing, noticing that heartbeat again, bringing our awareness inward, not external, but internally. Exhale, curl the toes under, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 5 breaths here. Breathing in and out. Another breath in. Exhale. And now slowly walk those feet forward to find your forward fold. And then bend those knees, drop the sits bones, reach the arms up to the head for Utkatasana. Breathe in. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Nice, guys. Breathe in. Exhale, ground that left foot. Inhale, step the right foot back. And now we'll twist into our twisted crescent. Breathing in. Exhale, letting that heart find its space in your chest. And then exhale to bring that right hand towards the floor, the left arm to the heavens, finding that twisted crescent. Nice and easy here. Exhale, bring that left hand towards the foot. And inhale to sweep it up towards the sky. Exhale, sweep that left hand towards the foot. Inhale towards the sky. And then exhale, hand towards the floor. Pause here, let the heart come parallel to the ground again. The hips are parallel to the floor. Now let's rise up into a high crescent. And then exhale to step that right foot forward. And the hands come to the side body. Tadasana. Good, guys. Inhale, rise up with the arms. Exhale, fold it forward. Uttanasana. And then we'll inhale to step it back to plank pose, beginning our sun salutation here. Let's exhale back to downward facing dog pose. So sit bones to the heavens. Good, guys. Now inhale forward to your plank pose, breathing in. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good, breathe in. Out. Now inhale, step both feet forward to your Uttanasana, forward fold. Let's lift up to a half forward fold, bringing hands to the thighs, the heart parallel to the ground, maybe the shoulders kind of in line with the hips, but just bring that spine neutral. And then exhale, fold once again. Inhale, bend the knees, rise up to mountain pose. Exhale. Breathe in and out. Inhale, bring arms to the sky. Exhale, down to your chair pose, tucking the pelvis. Breathe in. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Breathe in and out here for a couple breaths. And then inhale, step that right foot back and the left foot coming into your plank pose, Bahalakasana. Inhale. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, forward, Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Here we go, guys. Inhale, right foot forward, step that left heel down, rising up to your Virabhadrasana 1. Breathe in. Yep. You got it, guys. Bring those hips forward, drop the shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale, frame the right foot with the hands. Inhale, step the foot back, Bahalakasana. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 5 breaths here. Just noticing the points of contact with the floor, grounding the mind, grounding the body. One more breath in. Exhale. Maybe imagine the palms are on the ground. Like I couldn't lift your fingers off the floor. Get those hands nice and flat on the floor. There we go. There's no space between the hands and the floor. Every little finger. Inhale, step that left foot forward. Exhale, the right heel to the floor. Let's rise up into our Virabhadrasana 1. Shoulder blades down, the pelvis is tucked. Inhale. Exhale. There we go, guys. Exhale, framing the foot. Stepping that left foot back. Bahalakasana. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 5 breaths again. Think about those hands flat on the floor. Yep. Good, guys. If you want, you can think about that right hand kind of corkscrewing in and towards the left hand corkscrewing towards the left to create some space between the shoulder blades. Breathing in and out. Now inhale, step both feet forward between the hands. Let's inhale to a half forward fold, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale down to forward fold. And now drop the pelvis. Inhale with the arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose, and then rise up, mountain pose, Tadasana. Let's do that one. Inhale, up, arms up to the head. Exhale to chair pose, tucking the pelvis. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Let's find a grip on an inhale. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step both feet back, Pahalakasana. Good. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. One breath. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Bring that left heel to the floor. Rise up with the chest, tuck that pelvis. Bring that left hip forward, that right sit bone back. Good, guys. Arms are overhead, maybe the hands meet. Pause here. Maybe close the eyes. And just send to that person to whom we're dedicating our practice, whatever they need right now. Just tuning in with them. Not what we think they need, but just letting that energy just be drawn to them. And now exhale to fold it forward and frame that foot. Inhale to step it back, plank pose. Good, guys. Exhale, lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Let that right heel float to the floor. Rising up, tucking that pelvis, bringing that right hip bone forward, that left sit bone back. There we go. Good, guys. Dropping the shoulder blades. Inhale. And exhale to fold it forward. Frame that left foot. Inhale to step the left foot back. Palakasana. Back to our plank pose. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Now here, let's pause and bring that right top of the foot off the ground and really reach that leg back. It might feel like the leg got longer. Lift the left top of the foot off the ground and reach it back and really drop those sits bones in the front of the legs to the floor. They hover on the ground, the knees hover, the shoulders roll up and down. Bring that right shoulder blade to that left pocket and that left shoulder blade to that right pocket. And the chest is forward. Exhale back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Here we go. And corkscrew that right hand to the left as if you were turning a doorknob to the left with the right hand, and that left hand turning a doorknob to the right. Feeling that space between the shoulder blades, and then secure those palms to the floor. If I came around, I couldn't lift your fingers off the floor. Breathing in and out. Inhale, step the right foot forward. We're going to change it up here. Just lower that knee to the floor. Bring the arms up overhead, tucking the pelvis, dropping into that front left leg. Breathing in. And now exhale, bring hand to the floor. Let the left hand come to a block of the ground. Sweep that right arm up to sky. Good, guys. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now let's exhale to bring that right hand to reach behind us and rise up into a twisted low lunge. Yep, breathe in. And then exhale to bring that right hand towards the floor, kind of behind that right glute as you reach the left arm to sky. A little back bend, a little twist. Exhale, bring that left hand to the ground, right arm up, curl the toes, that left foot under, lift the knee off the ground. Here we are, twisted lunge. And exhale, bring that right hand to the ground. Pause here. Move that block out of the way. Let's ground the left hand, step the right foot back and find your side plank on the left. The left hand grounds the right arm up to sky. Good, guys. Yeah, maybe you come down onto that forearm. Okay, I don't even know why I'm here. You guys are doing it all. If you have a thumb issue today, maybe you come onto the forearm, or any day. Come to the forearm anytime you want. It's not the sissy variation of this at all, you guys. It's just different. Let's bring the right hand to the floor, coming to our plank pose. In fact, let's come into forearm plank. We're just going to explore this for a minute or two. Just kidding, just for a couple breaths. Bring the heels back, bring the knees towards the chest, knees towards the rib cage. The pelvis is tucked. Press the elbows to the floor, the palms to the ground. Pull those elbows towards the knees. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in. Remember, push through the heels. The kneecaps reach for the ribs. The ribs are reaching for the hips. Let's lower down to the knees. Walk the hands to table. Rise up to a high kneel. Flush that out. Hands in front of the chest. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And now bring the hands to the floor. Step that left foot forward between the hands, rise up with the arms, tuck the pelvis, shoulders up, back and down. Good. Low lunge, breathe in. Exhale. And then hands to frame that foot so the right hand comes to the block or the ground. The left arm reaches for the heavens. Breathing in and out. Exhale. Inhale. And then we'll rise up with the arms reaching for the narrow edges of the mat. And maybe that left hand reaches for the ground behind us and the right arm to sky. Breathe in and out. And in and out. Let's bring the hands back to reach for the narrow edges of the mat. No back bend, curl the toes, right foot under, let's lift up. Breathing in and out. Let's bring the hands forward to reach in front of us and then bring those hands down to that block for our high lunge. And bring that left arm to sky one more time. Side angle pose. Revolve side angle pose. And then sweep that left hand down. Let's lower that right knee, bring the right hand to the floor, step the left foot back, and then rise up into our side plank on the right side, the left arm up, the right hand plants, and we can always come onto that forearm if we want. Stack the feet, or maybe the feet are one in front of the other. The bottom of the mat, left arm to sky. Exhale and inhale. One more breath. Exhale, sweep the forearm of that left arm down to the ground. Let's find our forearm plank. Press through the heels, the kneecaps to reach for the pelvis, the ribs towards the hips. The forearms are planted, the elbows are down, the elbows pull towards the toes, the heels reach for the back wall. Breathing in and out, and in and out. One more breath. Exhale, lower down, walk the hands towards the knees, and then just sway those hips side to side. A little tabletop with hip sway, back and forth. And then walk those hands towards the knees. Let's rise up with arms over the shoulders. High kneel. And then with control, ground that left knee. Bring that right foot forward. Curl the toes of the left foot under. Let's rise up into our crescent lunge. And then step forward from that lunge. In our mat pose. Shoulders up, back and down. And pause. Maybe softening that gaze. Tuning into that innermost part of yourself. Inhale and exhale. And let out a breath. Maybe wiggling out the knees, rolling the shoulders from a standing position. And we'll bring one of our blocks to that top left hand corner of the mat. And then resetting, feeling those feet on the floor, the arms at the side body. Inhale to bring the arms out and hands in front of the heart space. So we're tucking that pelvis and then bending the knees slightly. Let's bring the heart parallel to the floor. And then inhale to bring the arms out like an airplane and pause. Exhale, bring that left hand to the block and bring it to the middle of the mat. Let's ground that right foot, step the left foot back, just a big toe plants. And we'll bring that right arm up to the sky. So the right foot is grounded, the left big toe is kickstanded. Really feeling the weight in that right foot, the left big toe is just there for balance. Let's inhale to bring that left foot off the ground. Really reaching through that right or that left back leg with the foot flexed towards the kneecap and pressing through the heel. Reach for the back wall with that left heel. And then exhale to bring that right hand to kind of tap towards that block. And then we'll inhale to open that right arm to sky. Maybe we just feel this revolved half moon here. Exhale, bring that right hand to tap to the block again. And then we'll inhale and pause here in our revolved Ardha Chandrasana. Our right foot grounding, right arm to sky. The block is there on that left hand. Reaching through with that left foot. Good, guys. Exhale, bring that right hand to just hover towards the floor. The heart's parallel to the ground. Let's lower that left foot to the ground behind us. Rise up into our crescent lunge, tucking the pelvis when we get there. And exhale, arms out like an airplane again, like a T. And then bring that left arm forward, the right arm back. crescent, revolve crescent lunge. There we go. We're revolving the lunge. You got it. Yep. Breathe in. Yep. Exhale. Bring that left hand towards the block and rise into your half moon. Crescent lunge, revolve crescent lunge to half moon. Bend that right knee, lower that left foot down behind you and come back into your twisted crescent lunge. Exhale, tick-tock that left hand to the block, right foot grounds, the left foot lifts, the right arm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Good, guys. Exhale, bring that right hand to hover in front of that right foot. Pause right here. Let's keep that left foot on the ground. Bring that left leg long behind you. Let's rise up and bring that left knee in front of the hips. And then bring the hands in front of the heart space. Let's exhale to kick that left foot out in front of us. Flex the toes towards the face. And then open up into a twisted hand to knee pose with the left hand behind you, the right arm forward. Flexing the toes towards the kneecap towards the hips. Inhale. Exhale. Another breath. Really grounding that right big toe. And then inhale to bring the hands to reach in front of the body. Shoulders square now towards the front of the room. And then exhale to lower that left foot down. And ground into your mountain pose. And pause. Breathing in. Out. Inhale, arms out and up overhead. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Maybe shift those hips to side, a little sway. And then let's cross that left foot in front of the right and maybe offer a little expansion in the back of that right leg. That standing right leg that just grounds us through our movements. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And now let's uncross those feet. Bend the knees, rise up back to mountain pose. And the hands are in front of the heart. Maybe press those thumb knuckles against your heartbeat in your chest. Soften the gaze. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Make sure that pelvis is tucked. The shoulders are rolled up, back and down. Grounding the feet, maybe separating the feet underneath the body. They're hip width distance. Maybe they're wider. But finding your base. Inhale. Exhale, ground into that left foot. Blink the eyes open if they're closed. Let's lower the hands to the side of the body, grounding that left foot. Let's just kickstand that right foot back behind us. The big toes on the floor. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. And then we're going to hinge at the waist and bring that right hand towards that block. And if you need to kind of readjust on the mat, find that spot, that space. Yep, you guys know where we're headed. We're going to come into that revolved half moon, but we're going to ground ourselves first. Find that right hand on the base of that block. The big toe is just there for balance. That left foot grounds. Make sure that big toe pad is grounded. Let's just reach the left arm to sky first. Kind of in a twisted triangle here. Maybe just a triangle. That's when you start to lift that right leg off the floor. And reach for the back wall of that heel because the toes are reaching for the kneecap. Breathing in and out. And exhale the top left hand towards the floor and from that left foot or kind of towards the block, whichever feels right. And open up to the sky. Exhale, bring that left hand towards the floor. Inhale, bring that arm up. Exhale down. Nice, guys. Let's hang out for a moment. Bring that left arm to the sky. Feeling this posture as a messenger. Like, what does it have for us today? What is it revealing today to us? How are we relating to this shift today? Inhale. Exhale, bring that left hand towards the floor now. Pause right here. Let's slowly ground that left foot to the floor and then bring that right knee kind of under the chest and bring that right knee in front of that hip. Rise up. Maybe exhale, sigh as you kick that right foot in front of the body. And then we'll twist towards the right. And variation of our hand to toe pose with a twist. Nice, guys. Flex the toes towards the face. Here we go. Inhale. Now let's exhale to send that right foot to the floor as the chest comes forward, hands overhead. And exhale. Pausing right here in a mountain pose, adjusting that base, feeling the body. Breathing in. Exhale to fold it forward, cross that right foot in front of the left this time. Give a little bit of reprieve to that left leg. Inhale and exhale. Inside. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, let's uncross the feet. Bend the knees slightly, bend the hand. Inhale to step the feet back. Grounding the big pad, the pinky toe pad, kind of coming onto the toes, finding that plank pose. But we'll just pause in that plank long enough to tuck the pelvis, and then exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale. And from this downward facing dog, guys, let's bend the knees towards the earth, almost hovering over the floor, almost touching, but just hovering. Bring the chest towards the knees now. And then straighten those legs and feel that downward facing dog. Yep. Let's plant the left foot on the floor as you reach the right foot to the sky, and just pause there and just make some circles with the big toe. Don't open the hip up quite yet, guys. Keep the hip square. Just moving the foot, and we bend that knee and then rotate the ankle over the knee. And now we'll inhale up to a plank, bring that right knee underneath the chest, and just pause here in a 3-point plank with that knee under the chest, and pause. And then with that knee under the chest, let's just bring that knee towards the left elbow, and then over towards the right elbow, back to the middle, and then bring that knee over to the left elbow, and then over to the right elbow, and exhale back to our Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Keep the hips square, don't want them open. There we go. Good. And then let's exhale to bring that right foot to the floor between the hands. Lower that left knee. Let's rise up once again into our low lunge, Anjaneyasana. And then exhale to interlace the hands behind us and reach those hands towards the left heel. Reach the chest up to the heavens. Maybe drop the back of the head back, a little back bend. And then exhale to bring that chest parallel to the floor so that right shoulder kind of hovers over that right knee. Now curl the toes under that left foot, rise up into a humble warrior, dropping that right shoulder kind of on the inside of that knee, maybe the crown of the head parallel to the floor. So the gaze is towards the navel, maybe, because that's going to tuck the chin, or maybe towards that left knee, guys. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lower the hands to the sacrum. Let's roll the shoulders back as we lift the chest to the sky, and then bring those hands towards that heel again. Let's sweep the left arm forward and the right arm back, coming into our twisted crescent. That's it, guys. Inhale. Exhale, sweep that left hand to the floor. In the foot with that right hand, let's step that right foot back, lower down onto the forearms, coming into our forearm plank. Tucking the pelvis, reaching the heels back, knees towards the rib cage towards the hips. The elbows press into the ground and pull those elbows towards the big toes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now exhale to lower down the knees. Let's sit ourselves back in a child's pose. It's been a while. And the knees wide, bring the sits bones towards the heels. Maybe stack the fists under the forehead and rest the forehead onto those fists, or maybe you just pause with the hands in prayer at the nape of the neck, the forehead to the floor. We're practicing here, the times in between. We're not in this space together. Inhale. Exhale, bring those hands to the floor in front of you if you had them under the forehead or on the neck. Let's inhale up to our table. Let a little sway into the hips. And then walk the hands forward. Curl the toes under, exhale back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good, guys. If you need to, if it helps to kind of get those legs, you feel a little more expansion, bring those knees to almost touch the floor, but let them hover. And then reach that chest towards the thighs. And then straighten the leg to keep the chest where it is. And then, think about those hands again. The right hand corkscrewing, turning a doorknob to the left, and that left hand turning a doorknob to the right. That's going to create that space in the upper back. Inhale. Now ground that right foot. Keep the hips square as you lift the left leg to the sky. We're not opening the hips. We've done enough of that already, guys. Let's just keep the focus on the hips being square. And maybe you rotate the toe and get some mobility in the ankle. Round and round. Maybe you bend that knee and you do the same, rotating through that ankle, just maybe making some circles. Inhale and exhale. And now let's rise up to plank, inhaling and bringing that knee underneath the chest. Our 3-point plank with the knee into the chest. Everybody loves the knee to the chest. Bring that knee over to the right elbow. Sweep the knee over to the left elbow. And then back to the middle. And then over to the right elbow with the knee. Over to the left elbow with the knee. Back to the middle. And then one more time. Knee to the right elbow. Knee to that left elbow. Knee underneath the center. Let's exhale back to downward facing dog, left leg to sky. Breathe in. Exhale. Yes, sweep that left foot between the hands, lowering that left foot to the floor. And in that right knee, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Let's rise up into our low lunge. Let's tuck the pelvis. Up and up with the arms. And then sweep those hands down and behind you, bringing the hands to clasp, reaching the hands towards that right heel. Rolling the shoulders up, back and down, a slight back bend if you want. Inhale. And then exhale to tuck that chin to the chest. Bring the shoulder parallel with that left knee. Variation of a low lunge into your humble warrior. Curl the toe under that right foot. And then rise to your Namabada Hasta Virabhadrasana. Tucking that chin to the chest, bringing that gaze towards the navel. Inhale. Exhale. If you feel your toes gripping the mat with that left foot, just relax the toe, maybe even lift them off the ground and feel the pads, the big toe, the pinky toe, and the heel, and then relax the feet to the floor. Inhale. Good, guys. Lower the hands to the sacrum, lift the chest, lift the heart, and then bring that right arm forward, that left arm back. Crescent lunge. Breathe in. Relaxing that space between the shoulder blades now. Exhale to bring that right hand to the floor. Frame that foot. Let's step that right foot forward, forward fold, the hip side to side. And now bend those knees. Maybe turn those feet wide, kind of heel toeing them out, dropping down from your malasana, your garland pose. It's not in your practice. You can come into kind of a higher goddess squat on your mat or your malasana. Tuck the chin, maybe. We'll just kind of bow here. And pause. And then exhale, bring that hand, maybe the left hand to the floor or the right. Bring one hand behind you and walk it back. Walk back. Bring the sits bones to the floor, the feet in front of you. Flex the feet towards the face. Bring the arms to the heavens. Maybe you bend the knees a lot as you hinge forward into your Paschimottanasana. Sometimes I like to bend the knees and bring my hands into fists and bring my fists under my calves. Kind of gives a little bit of less effort, but also gives that bend to the knees. And I think I saw one of you put a blanket under your hips over there, and you can do that too. It's going to help tilt that pelvis forward. And just breathe here. Exhale. Now slowly beginning, if you have the fists underneath the calves, just bring them out from under, lower the legs down, bring those shoulders over the hips, and we'll exhale. Maybe bend the knees slightly as we log roll over onto one side. Pausing on the side body, maybe even closing the eyes. And slowly rolling to the back. A low back to the floor, the mid back, upper back. Maybe hug knees to the chest or find a happy baby. We'll do both, but however order, or maybe no order, if you want to do something else, you can do that. Whichever shape you're in, either stay there and make your way into another, whether you're in your Apanasana, knees to chest, or happy baby. Let's slowly let those heels drift towards the back of the leg. Let the left foot come to the ground and bring that right ankle to the top of that left thigh for a figure four, drawing knees to the chest. Maybe the hands come behind that left leg or onto that left shin. You can flex the toes towards the knee, or you can let that right foot be effortless. See if you can bring your awareness to the back of your heart and feel it connecting to the earth as it beats, as you exist, as you experience life here in this shape right now. Let's exhale to lower that left foot to the ground. Bring the right foot to the floor beside it and let those knees drop to the side for a reclined butterfly. You can bring a hand to the low stomach or the belly button and one hand to the heart. Another breath in. Exhale, let's lower the feet to the ground. The knees are bent now. And then bring that left ankle to that right thigh, bending our figure four on the other side. Oh, good, guys. Yep, and that right leg can be long. You can bring that foot parallel, sole that right foot parallel to the sky. That leg doesn't have to be bent. Drawing those legs as close to the body or as far away as you want. One more breath here together. Exhaling to release the clasp of the hands. You can bend that right leg if you had it long. Lower the right foot to the floor. And then lower the left foot. Come into reclined butterfly if you want. Otherwise, making your way into your Shavasana. Yeah, any movement we didn't get to, just allow yourself that movement. Allow yourself this space and this time. There's no rush for Shavasana. Maybe you don't even want your Shavasana today. Rather have a reclined butterfly. And that's always an option. Let's draw the breath in and exhale. Just close on our backs here with our awareness on the person to whom we dedicated our practice. With our awareness on that person, let's bring your awareness to your heart and to theirs. And say to that person and to yourself, may we be filled with loving kindness. May we have peace. May we be healthy. May we be loved. Exhale and inhale. And maybe exhale